let's talk matters to do with empowerment of the young people through training and also equipping them through technical skills. And I'm now joined by Professor Suki, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of technology at the Technology University of Kenya.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Prof, we do have a lot happening in the economy right now. We actually recently received the South Korean president in the country, President Park, and I know your university is in partnership with Samsung, which is Korean, and perhaps looking at the part that deals with empowering the young people through skills training. So far, what sort of projects are you working on?
Okay, we've been working with Samsung Engineering Academy, since 2012. And it was a very nice project, in fact, a very good model to see how education, academia and industry can work together. The process that we took was we initially identified about 20 students from 6 universities and colleges. Mm-hmm. And from those 20, we assessed 10 who we thought were able to become part of that project. In that process, we found that we chose top students because they would be able to attend this training, which is once a week, and they still have to attend being in their classes. Then through this process, they would learn skills across various engineering areas. Some are to do with air conditioning and refrigeration, mobiles, and household goods. Mm-hmm. So there were mainly mechanical, electronical, and mechatronics were the main students. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Perhaps looking at the job market, is it an area that the university felt that it was sort of not well tackled by the institutions of learning, perhaps prompting this partnership of sorts?
As we all know, everybody uses a mobile, and household goods are really on the increase. And air conditioning and refrigeration, as we look at those things, those are really necessary. So we found that this was a good area to work with the engineers and the youth, so that they can have skills which, through the Samsung project, they could either work with Samsung as an employer, or they could actually be self-employed, yeah. Which I think is a very important thing at the right now, and with all the changes that are going on. And as a new technical university, this was really a good project because not only did they train our students in the academy, they also stationed one of their labs within our institution, which gave students a chance to see the realities of industry and the real world of business. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So really, what has been the impact of this program?
Well, so far, with this model, the Samsung Engineering Academy, they've trained about 400 students who are out there. Some started their own businesses, and some have been working with Safaricom and some other companies. And what it's also done is had an impact on our students in Technical University of Kenya. They've seen the potential and possibilities and hopefulness that there are these attempts to have partnerships with industry, and they're actually investing to show that they're actually having an interest to working with academia. And I say as a technical university, we've been given that little bit of a mandate and that freeness to be able to really make that connection and find ways of working with industry. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And looking at the broader picture, as a country, how are we faring in terms of equipping students with the right skills for the job market? Because just recently we did see there was a skill set gap that really needs to be addressed in the economy, really.
Well, I'll say from the government side, they have actually had the TVET Act of 2013 and also STI of 2013. But last year, they actually made a real big shift with the Kenya education reform to look at what they call competency-based education and training. What has been there before is technical vocational education and training, which to a large extent was just providing skills. Yeah. But with CBET, what's happening is you're providing skills with competencies at occupational standards required by industry. Yeah. So it's more demand-driven, and we're having industry actually work with us as we do our curriculum and all. And these initiatives I see are making a change as we come in. Yes, we would like them to be faster, But with the extractive sector on our tail, requiring
a lot of human capital.
Exactly. We are really having to work with industry and as many partners as possible to get the numbers that are required then, so that we're not importing people from elsewhere, but our youth can actually have employment. And this is an opportunity right now. Yeah.
And perhaps as we wrap up, Prof, looking at the other key concept happening in the economy is the issue of the brain drain, where a good chunk of people are trained, then we get to see them going overseas, and we don't get these high skills in the economy. What's the situation like right now?
Well, you can't really stop brain drain. But I think if you create an environment in our own country where people see there's opportunity and whatever they have can be appreciated, you're likely to keep those who know and those specialists within the country. However, I will put a different slant to it. With this large, if we have this large number of skilled youth, in a way we could actually export them to other countries. And if we got the numbers. And this would also help our economies because they'll send money back.
The remittances.
So in a way I see there's two sides to it. If we manage it, I think it can be very positive and can work for us. So I think it's a matter of managing creating the environment, and also as well as providing skills and the numbers of people with those skills so we can also export.
I cannot let you go without asking you, being a woman in an environment that really thrives on men, which dominated technical sort of departments, how has it been for you? And are we seeing more girls taking interest in technical courses?
I must admit, I'm one of 3 brothers. So that has helped a lot. But it does have, I do see that women have a different slant to looking at things and can contribute considerably to putting a different angle towards technical aspects, and also having it more friendly to a larger populace, because we do recognize that about 50% or so are women. And a lot of the innovations need to actually consider women, children, and the elderly. So I see that as from that point of view, I see we have a role to play. In terms of introducing young ladies into engineering, I think one of the things we need to recognize, and I've learned this from the Samsung lab that they've given us, is that with technology today, electrical work and mechanical work is not dirty and under the car sort of thing. It's actually quite clean. And it's something that women can really do, and women have always been with their hands. So it is an opportunity.
All right. Many thanks there, Professor Suki Mwendwa, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Technology, Innovations and Partnerships at the Technical University of Kenya. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.